All right. So I got a lot of questions tonight. I'm gonna introduce myself in just a second because I know some people here don't know me. I got a lot of questions tonight, and a lot of them are like deep, and a lot of them are simple, and just we basically had questions all over the spectrum. And I'm really excited to hit on a lot of these, and then also just some stuff I had on my mind. Um, I put in a caption when I posted this in our main big team page, like if you need to be like slapped in the face tonight or kicked in the butt a little bit, you might want to be on. So drop a one if you need to be kicked in the butt tonight. And if you don't know me, I'm Caroline. I'm a double diamond. April will be 3 years that I have been in the business, and Zooms give me life, and the chat popping also gives me life. So if the chat ain't popping, I'm gonna assume you hate me, okay? So I need y'all to keep the chat popping, keep interacting with me, so I'm not just talking to myself when I get into this tonight. I have so much to say. I literally am not a green personality at all, which is like note taking, like down to the numbers, like really informative and like all that jazz. But I took a lot of notes because I have a lot to say and I don't want to forget anything. Um, I'm a very outgoing, love friends, love fun person, but I'm also a very I want money. This is how I know to do it. So I'm just going to do the work to get the money that I want type of person. And I'm about to tell you how to do that tonight. So the first thing I want to know, this is going to have to be an interactive Zoom because I'm going to be asking you questions. So make sure you're paying attention. If you're not, I'm going to know. So first thing I want you to do is, if you're able, take a boomerang or picture of you being on a team Zoom and put it on your story on Instagram or Facebook. It shows your audience that you have a community, that you're supported, and that this is something serious that you're doing, okay? That helps you attract team members. First thing I do every single time I get on a Zoom is I post about it, okay? Sometimes I even put it on my Facebook feed. So make sure you talk about how you get on team Zooms all the time so that you show you have community, all right? So, Jackson, sorry, my dog. So, how many times, we're about to get really vulnerable here because this is also me talking to myself. How many of you guys want to be fully independent, but you're not yet? Drop a two. Whether that means you rely on a parent sometimes, a spouse, significant other, like you want to be fully independent, but you're not. All right. That's me. That's me. I am recently married, and that's me. If I wrote out every single bill that we have, I wouldn't be the one covering all of them. It's both of us, and I wish I could do it all. All right. So, how many times have you had to ask your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your fiance, husband, wife, whoever, for gas money? Drop a three if you've ever had to ask for gas money from a parent, your significant other. All right, what about grocery money? Have you ever had to ask someone for grocery money? Yeah, we'll just go with four. All right, y'all just every time I ask a question, go up a number. All right, what about pet food money or formula money? Nail money? You ever wanted to get your nails or your hair done and you couldn't afford it because goodness, that ish is expensive? What if you couldn't pay your entire car payment 1 month? Has that ever happened to you? Drop a seven. You ever been stuck on your car? What about rent or your mortgage? Have you ever had to ask for help with your rent or mortgage? Do you hate it? Do you hate it? That's what I want to know. All right, so that's what we're talking about tonight, you guys. The title of this Zoom is It's Time to Rely on You. Who's ready to rely on themselves? Like, I know I am. I am an independent soul. It's how my mom raised me because she was single for majority of my life. She worked 3 jobs to provide for me and my older brother, and that's all I was used to, was seeing my mom being this independent bad bitch over here. And then now I have gotten used to not having to cover all the funds, but that doesn't mean that I couldn't. Like, I would love to be the breadwinner here. You know what I mean? Y'all know what I mean? So how many times have you depended on an upline to place volume underneath you? Drop a one. We'll go back to one if you've ever had to depend on an upline to place volume underneath you to hit a goal. Like, if you absolutely depended on them, like you weren't gonna do it yourself. I'll put a one. I was built to Emerald. I'll be honest about that. Way back in the day. I'm old now. Oh, by the way, I'm 22. I didn't tell y'all my age. All right. How many times have you depended on a parent? How many times have you had to go ask mom and dad? That you can just say it to yourself or you can say it to the chat, doesn't matter. Like, mom, dad, I hate coming to you for help, but I literally am not going to put food on the table this month, or I'm not going to pay rent this month if you don't help me. If you've ever been there, you don't even have to tell me in the chat, but it hurts. I've had to be there, and I've only lived on my own since March of 2020, right when the pandemic hit. We moved all the way across the country, don't ask why. But I've had to do that. I've had to tell my parents, like, hey, I need help. Hey, I'm not going to cover my whole car payment this month. Like, hey, my student loan debt is literally eating me alive. Like, I need help. It hurts. And that's what I want to talk about tonight. And then we're going to talk about how to be a bad bitch. Okay? So this all depends on like how bad you want it. How many times have you depended on your upline, sideline, or anyone that's not you to host a Zoom? All right, we're just put me. If you have ever been the person to be like, someone else is going to host a Zoom. Okay, like, why? Give me your honest answers. Why? And if you're brand new, it's okay. You can avoid this because I know you're brand new. You don't know what the hell you're doing. But I was too scared to talk on them. Fear. Scared. Feeling like I don't know enough yet. Honey, I'm clueless. I'm going to just tell you. What if no one shows up? That's a good one. Haven't had a team under me. Don't have enough people to get on yet. No confidence. No one on my team is working. All right. So y'all want to know something? Probably a fourth of the people on this Zoom right now are my team. If you are on my team, drop a 1. There's almost 30 people on here. Do you see how many ones there are in the chat? There's not 30 ones in the chat. I live by one team, one mission, which is I love helping people who aren't even on my personal team. And that's half of you guys on here. You're not on my team, but you're here. What I did to start stepping up in leadership was I wanted to feel like a leader. So I had to start walking like a leader, talking like a leader, acting like a leader, doing the things leaders do. So what do? I open up to team pages that's not my own personal team page. I'm like, hey, y'all, I'm hosting this Zoom on this night. I like to see faces. I'm a blue personality, and I'm the person that I want to know that what I'm saying is touching people. So what do? I posted in a team page that has 5,000 people in it. And I'm like, what's up? I'm having a team Zoom tonight. Hop on if you want to. And look at you guys here. You're here. All right. That's step 1. People will get on if you post that you're having a Zoom. So if you're afraid nobody's going to get on, even if it ain't even your own team, you're going to build confidence doing it. 2, if you have an upline that you can contact easily, and if you are my people, you can contact me. I tell y'all on my team page all the time to text me. So if you're not texting me, that's on you. Contact me and say, hey, I'd love to start talking on more Zooms. And we'll try to figure out something that you feel confident, and we'll start working on your confidence to start talking on our team Zooms together. I love it when you guys help me with Zooms. And if you're not on my team, contact your upline. And if you don't have someone to contact, which I'm going to touch on that, start it yourself or find a sideline and be like, hey, would you want to tag team and do a Zoom together? Because I've done so many Zooms with people who are not in my upline, downline, whatever, people next to me, to help build confidence, because you don't want to do it by yourself like I'm doing tonight. I rarely do these by myself, but I have so much to say tonight. So I just wanted to touch on that and make you realize, like, how many times have you depended on every single person but yourself to host a Zoom? So do you want to be independent? Everyone said yes. Do you want to be fully independent? Like, do you want to be able to see every single bill that comes out paid from your bank account? Like, how good would that feel? Do you want to be fully independent and not have to pressure your spouse or your parents? Okay, how bad do you want it? How bad? You want to have them on auto pay. That is a dream, more than I want to breathe. All right. So I want you, it doesn't have to be right now, but see, being a burden, that's a big thing I feel too. I'm a big feeler. Feelings are a big thing for me. And I call my, if I ever have to have help, y'all, I call my dad and I'm crying. And he's like, what now? And I'm like, I'm sorry. So if you feel me, either during this Zoom or after, I want you to write down every single thing in your life that costs money, even if your spouse or your parent normally covers it. I don't even pay for my own car insurance right now. I'm 22, so I just I'm still on my dad's car insurance. I want to be able to cover that. So I'm going to ask him how much. I don't even know how much it costs. It's like 170 something. But I'm going to ask him how much it costs, and I'm going to write down that. I'm going to write down our Wi-Fi that automatically comes out of my husband's bank account every month on the 1st. I'm going to write down our rent. Renter's insurance, my car payment. Well, I have to get a new car because my car just got totaled. But Wi-Fi, whatever, power, water, whatever it is, I want you to write down. I know it's weird for me to say. It's a 3-day-old husband, you guys. But write down every single expense in your life, either during this Zoom or right when you get off. Then once you have that number, so we'll just pretend that number is, we'll just say $2,000 in bills monthly. Thank you. $2,000 in bills monthly. So how much of a check do you need to cover that, plus your taxes, plus a little wiggle room? I would say I would want a $3,000 check to be barely satisfied with that, because that's barely saving and putting away for taxes. Plus auto shipment. That's one of the bills I always include anyway. So think of the check you need after you calculate every single expense in your life. I want to be able to even cover my husband's $650 truck payment. Like, that's the kind of independence I want. I want to be the sugar mama. All right. So get that number, figure out what kind of check you need to cover that. And then what rank you need to be to get the check to cover all of that. And just keep that to yourself. You don't have to tell me in the chat. If you already know that, it's fine. But I know sometimes it takes time to map out every single expense in your life. That doesn't include things that are unexpected, like car accidents like we just had, medical expenses, tickets, if you get a ticket driving, if a pipe busts under your house, because I know everybody's houses is freezing lately. If the power goes out, if something busts, if your kid knocks over your TV, that doesn't include the extras. So let's say $2,000 in monthly bills. You might want like a $5,000 minimum bringing in monthly, so you can set aside for the emergencies, so you can pay your taxes, and so you can have fun with your life, because you don't want to just be independent and do the bare minimum paycheck to paycheck. You want to have fun. So now think of it like a $5,000 check in mind, maybe. Some of you might need more than that. Just being realistic. If you have 4 kids, I don't even have kids, and I just estimated like $2,000. So can you imagine? I can't imagine y'all's bills with kids. So now think of what rank you would need to be to receive that paycheck. Would you go and tell Mark Pentecost to write you a check for that amount right now for the amount of work you're putting in right now? Like, would you morally say, hey, can you write me a check for this to cover all my bills and have some leeway this month with the work ethic you've been putting in right now? Could you do that with, like, could that be safe on your conscience, being a good person? I'm not saying being skeevy over here, friends. I'm saying being a good person with knowing the work ethic you're putting in. All right. So I just wanted to go ahead and like slap you in the face with your work ethic right now, and then I'm going to move on to the rest of the things, because I'm trying to hit you in reality with like money and how much work you have to put in. I'm going to read off a question that I got, and it says, we'll see. Right now we have 13, but let me refresh because I think I got more. Yeah, I did. Okay. Let's see. I need 5,000 BV for diamond this month. Is that possible by myself? So the first thing that I want to say is, okay, cool. You need 5,000 volume by the end of this month. So Like, that's amazing, right? You already know the number you need, you know, the ballpark, whatever. What is the 5,000 volume gonna get you? So yeah, like 5,000 volume in the specific spots that you need it might get you to the diamond rank, but is it just you bringing that in? Is it going to get you the diamond rank but without a working team? Is it going to get you the diamond rank and then losing it the next month because you're going to have to bring in like 5K more by yourself and you're going to be burnt out? What do you need? What is that 5,000 volume going to do? Like, is it going to truly change your business and change your life, or is it just going to get you the rank? So what I would tell you, whoever asked this, whoever's like, I need 5,000 volume this month, always focus on getting DTs no matter what. When you think volume, you think customers, don't you? Right? Yes, no. When you think volume, you think customers. You, no matter the time of the month, you need to be focusing on distributors. You want to know why? Distributors multiply volume, customers add volume. So you may be like, okay, I'm charted for diamond, but I need the 5,000 volume to go diamond right now. And then just be like, all I need is customers. And then you enroll, just say you enroll 5,000 GV this month, and you go diamond and your e-suite changes from whatever rank you are to diamond. And then you're like, yes, I made it. And then next month, half those people turn off their auto ships and you drop back down to maintaining Ruby. What all was it for? Like, that happened to me. I'm speaking from experience. What all was it for? For your rank to change in eSuite, or for a long-term successful business? So, of course, you always want volume, but another one of the questions that I want to mix in with, I need 5K volume this month. Like, cool, you need that. You have a goal. That's something to go for. But someone else also asked how to maximize the comp plan. And I'm about to tell you. Fast Start bonuses. So when you sign DTs and you help them get their first 6 customers in their first 30 days, that's $150 cash for you and their shopping spree for them. But it's anywhere from like 200 to 400 or more volume under that distributor that they're working for themselves, or either you're using their website and placing the order there. But either way, that's $150 for one distributor, right? So let's say you're a Ruby and you're like, I want to skip Emerald, I want to go Diamond. How many of you have ever said that? I said that. I have said that. I said that a lot. So, okay, I'm a Ruby, I want to skip Emerald, and I want to go Diamond. So keep in mind what I said, like what's that volume going to get you, the rank, and then is there a working team there? Is it going to stick with you in the long run? Think DTs. We're going to focus on DTs and maximizing the comp plan. When we talk about fast start bonuses, people are like, fast start bonuses. Like, I hear about fast start bonuses, like whatever the hell. I don't think you realize like what a big deal fast start bonuses are. And I'm trying to educate you right now from a double diamond point of view, especially for once you do go diamond and above, then you're going to lean on them even more. But the fast start bonuses, so say you sign one distributor, you get them 6 customers. Either you use their personal website and sign up customers yourself on their website, or you're teaching them how to. Like, if they're not active, use their website, get your own fast start. If they are active, teach them how to do it. You get $150. Okay, it says $150 for one DT. 2 distributors, that makes $300 cash. If you get all fast start bonuses from 2 distributors, that's $300. So say you're a Ruby right now and you're maintaining and you're like, I want to go diamond, I want to skip Emerald. Take your current commissions check and add $300 to signing 2 DTs that you just did right there. And what is it right now? Like almost $600. Third DT, $450 from 3 people you enrolled and teaching them how to get their first 6 customers, or either you signing the customers yourself. So when you're doing that, I'm trying to simply explain this. When you're doing that, when you get your fourth distributor, that makes like $600 cash that you get, right? Not included in your commissions check that's being built from all that volume coming in. But let me show you. 4 DTs that you just got $600 fast starts off of is half of an emerald chart, and they're all new from this month. So at least 2 of them are going to be active and trying to bring in volume. It's going to get you closer to your promotion. It's going to get you cash, and you're going to be building a reliable team rather than focusing on just customer, and just trying to hit a rank without focusing on the process. Like, so many people, I'm not a green personality, I'm trying my best here. So many people forget about fast start bonuses. When Diamond and Above, we pay our bills with fast starts. We don't use our commissions for our bills. Like, we use fast start bonuses for our bills, most of us. So you forget fast start bonuses, the money in those. So when you are over here saying like, I need 5,000 volume, if you need that much volume, get distributors to help you get there. Distributors multiply volume always. Loyal customers just add volume. I want you to remember that. Because if you're saying that you have to get 5,000 by yourself and you're a Ruby or you're an Emerald right now, focus on building your team. That is going to help you so much more in the long run. You're going to end up hitting your promotion before you even realize it, because you've been focusing on bringing in the people and helping the people and getting your fast starts. And those fast start bonuses are going to make up for the cash that you wish you were getting from that rank that you're trying to hit right then. Does that make sense? Like, when you're on your way to that rank, you're going to be making that rank kind of money. Like, there's some people who I know who are Rubies, paid as Ruby last month, who ended up bringing in like $1,000 with commissions and fast start bonuses. So that's what I have to say to someone who's like, I need to bring in 5,000 volume like right now. Focus on building your team, because if you build your team, you're going to get 5,000 volume in teaching them and with getting your fast start bonuses. So, hold on. So I'm going to read, whoops. Can y'all still see me? Okay. I'm going to read off this question. I've been feeling like maybe this, I'm going to quote where it's got quotes. I've been feeling like maybe this gig wasn't for me. Joined in April 2020, and I'm still executive. My upline quit, and her upline works on and off. And the upline seems so far away, because I send messages to him or her asking for help and never get a response. What do I do? Do I quit or ask to be moved under another upline, or do I keep pushing or just remain for the discounts? So whoever you are, you don't have to tell me who you are, but I hope you're on this Zoom. How many of you have ever felt any kind of part of something that I just said? Like, maybe this gig wasn't for me, or like, should I just stick around for the discounts? Drop a 2 if you've ever felt like maybe this isn't for me, like, I don't know. So the person's question is a good question to send in. I'm thankful for the vulnerability, but I'm going to address a few things in this just to, like, I'm going to break it down, okay? So, oops, I accidentally just clicked my FaceTime tab. Whoops, I'm still getting used to a MacBook. So, the first part of this says, I've been feeling like maybe this gig wasn't for me. I'm still executive. The first thing that I would say is, you have got to change I'm still this. And it was literally like, in quotes, it was like, I'm still this. Change that to I am this, whatever's forward. So like me, if I was sitting here since April of 2020 saying I'm still double diamond, I would get so drained. I would get so tired of being a double diamond. I would get so tired of being a Ruby. I would get so tired of being an executive. I would be so tired of being an Emerald if I was like, I'm still this. Change your words right now. I'm about to go off on a tangent. To, I am triple diamond. I am ruby. I am emerald. I am diamond. That's the first thing I would say to address this question. Stop saying I'm still this, because that's being negative without even realizing it. And I know a lot of people get tired of being told they're being negative, but you are, and it's going to wreak havoc on your mental health if you don't fix it at the root, which is your words and your thoughts. So right now, I want everyone to put in the chat whatever you're going for. I am that. So I want you to put it in the chat. Thank you. All right, awesome. Good vibes only. That's how we're starting with that question. We're breaking it down. Next, my upline quit and her upline works on and off, and the upline's upline is so far away. And I don't get much help or response when I contact them. So if you don't know me, I was a diamond when my double diamond and my triple diamond upline both left at the same time. And my team knows this. I was a diamond when both my double and my triple upline left. And I was not maintaining diamond. They had honestly wreaked havoc on my mental health. And they were also bridesmaids in my wedding. Like, they were planning to be bridesmaids in my wedding. And now we have new bridesmaids. It's fun. But it took a huge toll on me because they were like my close friends, and the way they left was not the best way that you can leave, especially as a double diamond and triple diamond. There's a whole bunch behind it, but the next person up now is my double ambassador diamond upline. So I get what this question is saying when they're like, my upline seems just like so far away, like they're a big hoopla. I'm like, yeah, I understand. Like, mine is my current next of contact is a big hoopla, and I get you don't want to bug them, and I get this and that and that and that. But are you in a team page? Yes or no? So you are in a team page. Are you on this Zoom? Yes or no? So let me tell you what I did. I basically became the leader that I wish I had. And it has been the best thing that could have ever happened to me. I spoke with the people that I still had remaining, and I was like, this is what's happened, and we're not going to let it stop us. And we went from maintaining emerald to promoting to double diamond like that month. We jumped 10,000 in volume. It was like a huge thing, like this big momentum, just like instead of letting something that absolutely crushed me, like I cried for days, instead of letting something that crushed me continue crushing me and depict the outcome on how I was going to be successful, like I didn't let it do that. I was just like, I'm going to take this and flip it and use it to my advantage. So I'm going to become the leader that I wish I had. So now I'm going to say, if you're on this Zoom, you're privileged. You may not feel privileged. You may not feel like you have a close relationship with an upline. You may not feel like your upline like sees your messages or whatever. You're privileged if you're on this Zoom. And if that pisses you off, I'm sorry. But there's so many people in this company who've never even been on one Zoom. They don't even know that Zooms are a thing. Like, you are in a team page, or someone sent you this graphic for this Zoom. So you are privileged in having tools to use, having people that are here to pour into you and people who are using their breath and running out of it to talk to you, because we care about you and we care about your success. So even if you can't get in contact with your immediate upline, basically anything that you could ever need help with is in team pages. Like, you just have to look for it. And when I'm talking look for it, I mean, y'all, I made my own team page after my people left, and I went digging in like 5 team pages to create my own team page because I wanted to become the leader I didn't have. So start enrolling the people and literally just become that leader that you wish that you had. So anyways, this person said, I'm still executive. And good, like, you're executive, so obviously you must know how to enroll at least one distributor and at least one customer. right? How many of you have ever enrolled at least one distributor or one customer? Drop a 2. So you know how to work the business. Working is enrolling. You just start overthinking the rest of it. Like the work is literally the enrollments. Everything else is completely overthunk. That's what I'm going to say. It's overthunk. And it's time to stop overthinking, my friends. So your success isn't determined by how often you speak to an upline. It's not determined by how often you speak to a downline. It's not determined by how many sideline scissors you have. It is determined by you and your enrollments and how much you use the tools that you are already provided with. Anything you need help with. This question was like, I don't get the help that I need. Anything you need help with. I don't want to bug my double ambassador diamond upline. She has 2 ambassador teams. I can barely handle the 1 double diamond team I have. So I don't want to bug her if I can just go find it on YouTube or in a team page. YouTube is free. Facebook is free. Last I checked, I don't pay for Facebook, right? So I go, so I need help with conversations. I go, y'all, sometimes I don't know what to say in conversations. I either wing it and try my best and fail forward, or I use the team pages or YouTube. You use Jade's YouTube, my YouTube, or Cheyenne Knox's YouTube. I'm sure you've heard all those names. Jade Hooper and Cheyenne Knox's YouTube have every single thing you could ever need, like conversations. The team pages have units with literal scripts in them. We didn't have that when I first started. Okay. I had to use my personal website and get the product description. Like I didn't go to my upline and say, I need the script for the tea. No, we didn't do that. I went on my website because I didn't want to bug her for a script. And I went to the product information and I copy pasted what's in the product info about the tea to give to somebody. That's what I did. So you have everything you need. There's people who don't even have team pages. So you are privileged if you are on this Zoom. I want you to know, and I care about you. But I'm also here telling you, because I care about you, that you have to stop thinking that you have to have this upline to contact 24/7 to be successful. And then also the person said, do I quit or ask to be moved under another upline, or do I just keep pushing or remain just for the discounts? So let me say, you know how we're talked about switching our words? If you're pushing, you're not pushing. If you're pushing, you're not doing it. You're not pushing if you are pushing. Okay? It kind of irked me. It pushed my nerves when I saw that in the question. I'm pushing. You're not pushing if you're pushing. Okay? We're going to get that. We're going to just wipe that off. Okay? No more, I'm pushing. No. All right? You are literally giving more power to your words than you are to yourself. Like, I don't even understand how to relay that to you. Like, you are giving more power over negative words and negative energy than you are to yourself being a powerful human being. So if quitting is at all on the table for you, you're already done for. And the question literally said, do I quit, ask to be moved, or do I keep pushing? Quitting is in the question. It can't be in the question, my friend. It cannot be on the table. It can't be in the kitchen. It can't be in the house. It can't be in the trees outside the house. It can't be anywhere in the vicinity, or you are not going to be here very much longer. You already made that decision for yourself. So if you want to be successful, the first thing you have to take off the table is quitting, or you're not going to get anything out of this. You're not going to get what you wish you could have or that you wanted to get out of it. So that's my rant on that. If quitting is anywhere on the table, it's not going to happen for you. So my advice to this person would be to use the tools that are already provided for you. Start saying, I am this. And then we're going to talk about personal development because that was more of that. Yeah, quit if you want to quit, whatever. I'm not here to try to beg you not to quit. I love that. Quit if you want to quit. I ain't good to beg you not to quit. That's not my job. My job is to help the people that want to be helped. So if you're on here, you want to be helped, and I'm proud of you. But take quitting off the table. So a lot of people said, Self-doubt has been creeping its way into my life here lately. How can I shake this? Mindset, personal development books, podcasts, and the best time for it. Being the person everyone depends on. All right. Can everyone do me a favor and comment their either favorite personal development podcasts, movies, books, anything? Can you comment your favorite ones real quick? I'm going to name off some of mine. If someone wants to type it, they can. Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. You've probably heard this 30 million times. Girl, Wash Your Face is good. The 5-second rule. Make your bed. 5 levels of leadership. Leader Shift. I'm going to type that one because I know I'm country. Okay, Leader Shift. The 10X rule. How to Lead When You're Not in Charge really changed my life. I listened to that one. I really recommend that one, you guys. How to Lead When You're Not in Charge. It taught me how to talk to you guys. So, because I ain't in charge of y'all, I'm just here to help. I'm not going to say this out loud. I'll type it because it's got a bad word in it. But that's a book. That's a book. I'm not telling you that. That's a book. It's a good one. I've heard so much about it. It's not supposed to be this way. So you guys look at everything, all the tools we just provided you. If you need help with personal development, save those. Take a picture of them with your phone, copy them if you're on your computer, do whatever you need to do. Save them. And then I also, on Amazon, you can message me. I have an Amazon link of Christian books. If you do follow Christ, I have a Amazon link of Christian books that are also personal development too, if you want that. So those are a lot of good ones. I should make one for just like personal development too, so I can offer that to you guys. You Can Do Hard Things is a good one. The 25 Biblical Laws of Growth is another good one. But yeah, so those are personal development recommendations. Someone asked the best time to do it. That depends on you. A lot of people need it as soon as they wake up, first thing that hits their ears. So that way you start your day off on the right foot. A lot of people do right before they go to sleep. I couldn't. I would fall asleep every time. But a lot of people do it right before they go to sleep. Some people do it while they're working out. I've listened to the 10X rule while running before, and he will make you want to run. I'm just telling you. Grant Cardone does not play. You can listen to stuff while you're working out. I know a lot of mamas, ambassadors, who while they're doing dishes, running after their kids, they have an AirPod in and they're listening to it then. It depends on you, but I know a lot of people need to start their morning off on the right foot, and mornings are the best for them. So if that works for you, listen while you're getting ready. Listen to an audiobook, listen to a podcast. Marissa's a mom of 3. She has AirPods. I know she'll be listening to stuff all the time. She's also 2 hours behind half of us, so I know she'd be getting it. Hold on. But every single thing that we mentioned, like personal development wise, that will help you with being the one that people depend on. It'll help you with just shaking any feeling that you don't need to be feeling, like self-doubt. If you are self-doubting, personal development is what you need. And I'm telling you that as someone who called personal development stupid for 1.5 years. I didn't start it until after I went diamond. There was no way I would have went double diamond if I hadn't have ever started personal development. So please take it from someone who took forever to start it, because I was the person who called it stupid. How do you train your new DTs if they're constantly ghosting you? Who struggles with this? How do you train your new DTs if they're constantly ghosting you? Who struggles with that? I just accidentally hit the Netflix tab. I am clicking all sorts of stuff on this thing. All right, everybody struggles with it. Oh my gosh, why is it playing Netflix? It wouldn't be me if this wasn't. Okay. Stop. Okay, anyway, so I'm not even phased. So my 2 DT quit. I have 1 who ghosts me, not anymore, been there. So go enroll more people. Who hates that answer? I do. I'm just saying, when someone quits on you, or like, you should be constantly working on bringing in new people, so that you should be so used to bringing in people that it doesn't hurt you when other people are leaving, because you're constantly bringing in new. You shouldn't be thinking like, oh, I just finally charted myself for this, but then everybody quits and I'll have to rechart myself. Never think that way. You need to constantly be bringing in new. I'm constantly growing. My chart is constantly changing. My chart is never set in stone. This is why we write in pencil or erasable pen like Chloe does. And like, you have to constantly be changing things. You cannot be having that mindset that's like, oh, I just enrolled these people and they both just quit. Now I gotta go enroll someone else. No, like, your brain with this business should constantly be like, I nonstop need new people coming in. Like, if you're not training someone, why aren't you? If you're not in the middle of training someone right now, like, why aren't you? Just like Chloe said, if you have to convince someone to work, they're not gonna work. So if you are struggling with DTs who are ghosting you, they don't want it bad enough to be trained. Just like, I'll use Chloe as an example. All right, most of y'all know Chloe. She's sitting right there. So she enrolled when I originally went Ruby almost 3 years ago, and I had no clue who she was. She was just like a 400 box that I had to fill. I didn't enroll her. And the person who enrolled her was my executive. Back in the day, we had to have someone promote executive when we promoted Ruby. Chloe sucked. I'm gonna just tell y'all that. Chloe sucked. She didn't really like do anything. She got like one LC. She never got her shopping spree. And I'm not saying you suck if you didn't get your shopping spree, but she was that person. She'll admit she sucked. So that's why I pick on her. So a year and a half after she sucked, she randomly was like, I kind of want to do this business. A year and a half after she signed up, y'all. I wasn't the person sitting there hounding her when she first signed up, being like, hey, you need to do this. Hey, why aren't you responding to me? Hey. No, I just let her come back in her own time. And now she's going diamond. You know what I mean? So you can't force someone to work. If they're going to work, they'll come back. If they're going to work, they'll work. But you can't force someone to. So there's my spiel on that. I was just giving Chloe as an example because she's the prime example. Let me see. How do you gain the trust of strangers using boards that aren't specific to each person? What works best in your experience? So I don't use boards. I'm old and I use WordBoard, which is just the same thing. It's text replacement. Basically, it's saying, how do you get close to strangers using scripts instead of being personal? Voice message people is amazing. Or I tweak every script I send someone. Like, I don't just like, not every time, because if it's just like a TFX convo, it's just like boom, 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 done, sign the customer, or write their name down. But if it's like a potential distributor and they tell me something about their life, I'm gonna add in a little bit like about what they just told me, included with whatever script I already have. Scripts are there to like help you and guide you, but it doesn't have to be specifically what you say. Like, you're your own person. You're not a robot. Just because you have boards, it doesn't mean you are a robot. Does that make sense? Like, you have freedom of speech. You can say whatever. You can get them on FaceTime. You can get them on Zoom. You can get them on a phone call. Be like, what's up? I have no clue what I'm talking about, but I'm really excited to help you. You can learn while I'm learning too. Like, I have no clue what I'm doing, but we have awesome people who help you. Like, because they help me, because I don't know what I'm doing, but we'll learn together. Like, literally, just be a human. You don't have to do word for word what the boards say. They're just there to help you. Post, story, and message reminders. I would just say, if you want, my baby hits the send button half the time. That's funny. I would say, if you want reminders, set them up to what would work for you. I don't have kids, but I have a husband. And it's so weird to say that, but I have a husband, and when he's home, I know when I want to work when he's home. When he's not here and he's gone for a week on a job site, I know when I want to work when he's not here. Like, and then on the weekends, like there's some days that there's like one day on the weekend that I don't work at all. It's my Sabbath day. And it's just what works for you. So all you have to do is use what your phone provides. It's a yeah. It's a personal thing, like what works for your life. You can set reminders in your phone, you can set calendar alarms, you can set clock alarms, whatever works for you. Oh, I'm getting hoarse. Oh, I had other stuff to say. It was about manifestation, and you're gonna laugh. I talked to Chloe about this before a couple hours ago. So who here has heard of manifestation before? Y'all heard of manifestation before? Do y'all know like exactly like what it means? Like if you speak it, it'll come to you, like that kind of thing. So I say it all the time. I talk about manifesting all the time. And I also talk about prayer all the time just because Jesus is my dude. But so I was talking to Chloe about this and I was like, I've got to tell like the people this, because a lot of times people are like, if you want to be diamond, you got to say you're diamond. You got to write diamond everywhere. You got to put it on your coffee maker. You got to put it on the wall, on your lamp. You got to put it everywhere. Like, just be like, I'm diamond, I'm diamond, I'm diamond, and it'll happen. You'll become diamond. Well, that's not exactly how it happens. Am I right? That's not exactly how it happens. So age check. Is everybody here 18 and above? I'd hope so, or else you shouldn't be here. Everybody 18 and above, put your age in the chat. We gotta make sure everybody 18 and above. All right. Listen. So I'm like newly married over here, right? And I'm over here like, I'm gonna make me a private Amazon baby registry to manifest. I'm gonna Pinterest board my nursery to manifest. I'm gonna do all these things to manifest me a baby. I'm gonna just keep talking about it. I'm gonna keep sending him cute pictures of my friends' babies. I'm gonna do all this and that. And I'm gonna manifest me a baby. Is a stork gonna come in the night and drop me off a baby? Is that how manifesting a baby works? You gotta work. You gotta work to make a baby, don't you? Y'all getting my drift? You gotta work to make a baby, right? We all adults here. I just did an age check. We know how babies work. A stork don't bring it in the middle of the night. Even if you adopt it, it takes work. My parents have adopted. I understand it takes work. It's just like with your rank, you guys. It's just like with your paycheck. You can't just manifest a $20,000 paycheck. Okay, Danielle. You cannot just say, I'm going to get a $20,000 paycheck and it show up in your bank account. Even if you say it every single day, y'all, it's not going to happen. But I do want to tell you this formula to success that is in the Secrets of the Millionaire Mind book. TFA equals R. Thoughts lead to feelings, feelings lead to actions, actions lead to results. TFA equals R. Thoughts, feelings, actions lead to results. So thoughts, if you're thinking, oh, I'm still executive, like that question said, and then you're like, then that thought is making you feel like, oh, I'm still executive, and then you're feeling frustrated or annoyed. How many of you have ever felt frustrated in your business? Drop a 3. So you're like, I'm still this. I'm not enrolling. I'm still doing this. Blah, blah, blah. That's your thoughts. And then your thoughts start making you feel like blah. I feel like I'm in a funk. I don't know what's wrong. I don't know why I feel like blah. And then what action do you take from feeling like that? Submitting questions, complaining, half-assing your work, complaining. And what results do you get? Nothing. You get nothing. But if you take that I'm still executive and turn that thought into I am ruby, I am emerald, I am diamond, I am double diamond, I am triple diamond. And I have to check myself with this, guys. I am this, I am this, I am this. Your feelings, you're going to start being like, oh, that ruby paycheck's feeling good. Like, oh, Diamond? That has a nice ring to it. Chloe Barnes, diamond. Kelsey Jones, diamond. Like, that feels good, right? Then you start getting excited and you're like, ooh, this feels good. And when you're excited, what are you going to do? You're going to go message people and be like, oh, you'd be so good at my team. Like, you'd be good at this. Oh, you love these products. Oh, you want to win $1,000 cash in my giveaway. You're going to be excited to contact people because you're excited. So you're going to work harder. And what are those harder work actions and more excited work actions going to bring you? What are the results? You're going to end up promoting. You're going to end up making money, which is why you join this. So TFA equals R. Thoughts, feelings, actions equals results. So every single time you are not getting results, reverse that and think, what are my actions? Why are my actions like this? What have I been feeling? Why are my feelings like this? What have I been thinking and saying to myself? Who are the people I've been surrounding myself with? Have I been doing personal development? Probably not. Do more of it. Help your feelings, which helps your actions, which is going to give you more results. So that's the main thing I wanted to say tonight was manifestation is not just saying it out loud. Like, you got to work for it. And then your thoughts, feelings, actions equals your results. And then, yeah, that's about it, you guys. Fast starts, do not sleep on fast starts. Like, you get so focused on the rank changing in eSuite that you forget about the money you can make along the way with fast starts, which turns into a promotion. Paid 3 bills with fast start bonuses this month. Don't sleep on them, y'all. I want to be able to pay our rent is $1,280 here. How many DTs would I need to enroll to cover that? I can't do math and I don't want to pull out my calculator right now, but here, I'll do that. We're chilling. 1,300 at about 150. I would need 9 DTs and I'd have money left over. How much would that be exploding my team to enroll 9 DTs monthly plus some? How many rank ups would we be having? How many lives would be changing? I could cover $1,280 rent easily with 9 DTs monthly, fast starting them all. That's a lot of money. So don't forget about growing your team, you guys. That needs to be your main focus. The customers will come as long as you're doing your daily tasks. Host to post, host to post, host to post. Is there any other questions before I end this? I know I've just been rambling. I know it was just me talking. I haven't done this in a while. I only do it every few months. Literally. Yeah, like I would be triple like in 2 months if I did like 20 DTs monthly. Hold on. Do y'all have any like specific questions? I'm gonna stop recording.